Welcome to Employment Law This Week. I'm George Whipple. Union activity is surging in 2022. The NLRB recently released data on the increase in petitions filed by unions for representation elections in the country. In the first half of fiscal year 2022, petitions filed by unions for representation elections jumped 57% from the same period last year. Unions file petitions to request the NLRB to conduct elections in which employees vote on whether they want to be represented and to require their employees to begin collective bargaining for a contract. Though it is unclear if the NLRB will receive the funding it claims to need for an increased caseload, the trend line clearly points towards a possible increase in unionization and bargaining. The Biden administration has been vocal in supporting unionization efforts. Recently, NLRB General Counsel Jennifer Abruzzo issued a memo indicating that her office will be asking the board to find captive audience meetings in which employers seek to convince workers to vote against union representation to be unlawful and violate the NLRA. Limitations on these meetings currently exist, but Abruzzo is seeking to restrict them greatly by making the meetings voluntary and requiring employers to ensure employees are aware that attendance is not required. Abruzzo is also asking the board to move away from long-standing precedent concerning when and whether elections are even necessary when a union claims to have the support of the majority of the workers in a unit it seeks to represent. In a brief recently filed with the board, she asked it to adopt a requirement that an employer recognize and bargain with a union that claims majority support unless the employer can establish that it has a good faith doubt as to the union's claim to have majority support. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission opens EEO-1 data collection. Employers are racing to submit their 2021 EEO-1 Component 1 data by May 17th. A significantly shorter window than in the previous 2 years. The controversial Component 2 pay data is not required this year, and the future of that type of pay data collection is unclear. Though the EEOC recently added a non-binary gender option for employees who file discrimination charges, that option is not available for employers to select in connection with completing this year's EEO-1. However, employers should be on notice that the option may be included in next year's survey. That's it for this week. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.